morning dear cadets. So as you know, yesterday I have completed the NCERT exercises of chapter number 5, that is acids, bases and salt. I hope that you have completely completed it. Now this is the time to start the fresh chapter, that is physical and chemical changes. So as you know, physical and chemical changes, there are so many examples in our daily life where we are witnessing the change in the substance. Let us start with the chalk. If I am writing here with the chalk, so the chalk powder is falling on here, we can collect that chalk powder and make paste, and if we dry it, again we will have the pieces of chalk. Correct or not? There are some other changes, just try to understand. Suppose ice cubes you have removed from the freezer, and if you keep on table for some period of time, again it will be converted into water. If same water is transferred to the freezer, again it will be converted into ice cubes only. Similarly, you might have seen the gold ornaments, silver ornaments. If time and again they are used, so after some time they lose their sign, brightness. So what is there? That is also change only. So burning of coal, tearing of paper, increasing our height, cutting of trees, cutting of our hair and nail, digestion of food, photosynthesis, respiration, all are the examples of changes only. Now try to understand what is the meaning of change. The meaning of change here, if any substance undergoes change in their one or more properties at a time with the passage of time, that is known as change. So what is the meaning of change? Change is nothing but a process in which one or more properties of the substances are changed with the passage of time. So in change, what is there? The property of the substance is changed with the due course of time. Now there are types of changes. So these types of changes should be discussed in detail. So as its name suggests, physical and chemical changes, it means there are two types of changes. One is physical change, other is chemical change. Now question arises here, are they same or are they different? So we'll discuss all those things and ultimately we will derive the conclusion that ultimately what is the difference between physical and chemical changes. So dear cadets, now types of changes. There are two types of changes. One change is known as physical changes. Another one is known as chemical changes. So there are two types of changes, physical change and chemical change. So now what do you mean by physical change? First of all, I would like to take up this one, physical change, and afterwards we will teach you the chemical change. Then we will write the difference between physical change and chemical change. Right now, what are the physical changes? Physical changes are those changes in which only the physical properties of the substance are changed. Now, means in separate video, I will tell you what are the physical properties. But generally here I am telling you physical properties means shape, size, physical state, color. Physical state means solid, liquid and gas. So in physical change, only physical properties are changed, like physical state, shape, size, color, these are changed. Next one is, in physical change, no new substances are formed. Means only the original substance modified into another form, but new substance is not formed, like conversion of water into ice and ice back to water. So chemically they are same only. There is no new chemical substances formed. Means chemical composition is remained intact. There is no change in physical changes. No new substances formed. Second one is reversible. What is the meaning of reversible? Original substance can be brought back. Now the best example is conversion of ice into water and water back into ice. So this change is reversible, means substance can be reversed. Another one is temporary change. In temporary, what is the meaning of temporary change? Means it is not permanent. In due course of time, you can change one form of substance into another form of substance by changing the condition. Like suppose water you have taken, now same water you have transferred to the freezer of the refrigerator, so it will be changed into ice. So now which condition you have changed? When it was water, temperature was more. When it is transferred to the refrigerator, their temperature was less. That is why it is freezed into ice. So condition if you change, so physical change can be considered as a temporary change. Means original form of the substance can be brought back by changing the condition. So these are the physical changes, characteristics. Dear cadets, before moving to the examples of physical changes, let us have some idea about the physical properties. Because in physical changes, only the physical properties are changed. So we should know what are physical properties. So the physical properties are those properties which are observed, which can be observed. So the observable property of the substance, they are known as physical properties. And in the physical properties, we can measure them without changing the composition of matter. Means if you want to observe the physical property, there is no need to change the chemical composition of matter. Without changing the chemical composition, you can observe them. So the example of physical property is shape, size, color, physical state. Physical state means solid, liquid and gas. Solid, liquid and gas, they are the physical states of matter. Others are also there like volume. These are also observable property of the substance. So in physical property, how many properties are included? Means in physical change, how many physical properties are changed? Means the substance shape can be changed, size can be changed, color can be changed and physical state can be changed. Solid can be converted into liquid, liquid can be converted into gas and vice versa. So if there is a change, if in any change, if there is a change in the physical properties, that change can be considered to be the physical change. So there are so many examples in which only physical properties are changed. One of the examples, chalk powder I have given. One of the example of melting of ice I have given you. Another example is this solution of sugar. Just see, sugar is the crystal form, crystallized form. If small pieces, small crystal of sugar you are taking and dissolving them into water, so what is there? Now sugar solution you will get. If same sugar solution, if it is crystallized, again you can get back the same pieces of sugar. So what is the meaning of this one? This is also dissolution of sugar in water is also an example of physical changes. There are some other examples where only the physical properties are changed, like dough. You might have seen the dough, making of chapati. That can be classified as a physical change only. Just see. But remember, suppose roti, chapati is made, but it is not baked. So before baking the chapati, shape of the dough can be changed. Your mother is making the dough with the dough, and making of chapati is an example of physical change. But chapati should not be baked. Once the chapati is baked, it won't be changed its shape and other properties. So baked chapati is not an example of physical change. Before baking, the shape of the dough can be changed. There are so many examples of physical changes. Like just see, iron rod you take. Iron rod, just you heat it up to red hot. So what is there? Earlier what was its color? Brown. Now after heating it will become red hot. So it is red color now cool it. So after some time again it will regain its original color, that is brown color. So meaning of this one is, in physical change only physical properties are changed. Ornaments, gold ornaments, silver ornament, especially silver ornaments, after using for long period of time they blacken. But if you go to the gold smith, so now with the help of one liquid it will clean it and again it will regain their original color.
Is cutting paper a physical change? Physical changes are the changes in which only physical property of a substance changes and no new substance is formed. We shall show this with the help of paper. Let us take a piece of paper and pair of scissors. Then we cut this paper in 4 pieces. And lay them on the table so that the pieces acquire the shape of the original piece of paper. We see that only the shape and size of the paper has changed. Thus, it is a physical change.
Physical change is a change in which there is no change in the chemical composition of an object and no new substance is formed. A physical change is identified by the change in the physical properties such as the shape, size, color, etc. Let us understand this by taking an example of an iron rod. Iron rod on heating turns red, but the chemical composition of the iron rod remains the same. By handling this red hot iron rod repeatedly, we'll be able to give different shapes to it. However, no new substance is formed from it. It shows that the heating of the iron rod is a physical change.
Dear cadets, now we have discussed about the physical changes. Now what are the examples of physical changes? There are many examples which are happening in our daily life and they can be classified as physical changes, like tearing of paper. Most of the time you people in the class play with the paper. You are tearing the paper, you are folding the paper and again you are getting the same form of the paper. It means tearing of paper is or folding of paper is an example of physical change. You have seen in the animation also, tearing of paper example. Next one is making roti. Don't consider baking of roti. Here what is written? Making roti with the help of dough. What is a rolling roti? That is an example of physical change, because time and again you can change the shape. Means physical properties can be changed, but new substance is not formed. So in all these examples, if they are meeting the criterion of physical change, then only they are classified as a physical change. So other example is heating of iron rod. As we have seen in the animation also, if you heat the iron rod, it will become red hot. But if you cool it, again it will regain their original color. So what is the meaning of this one? No new substance is formed, only color is changed. That is why it is a physical change. Another one is the Just see, if you boil the water, it will evaporate. But if you collect the water vapor and pass through them condenser, then what is there? Again they will be converted into water. So no new substance is formed, only the physical properties are changed. Like the physical state is only changed. Earlier it was liquid and after heating it was water vapor, and again it converted into water. So this is also an example of physical change. Condensation of water vapor. If water just change the condition, for boiling the water you are giving the temperature. Now for the condensation of water vapor you have to decrease the temperature. Then water vapor will be converted into water only. Remember, for boiling the water temperature is required. So whatever temperature one substance takes while it's boiling, same amount of heat energy it will release while condensing back into liquid state. So always remember, boiling and condensation is just opposite to each other. The amount of heat supplied during the boiling is equal to the amount of heat released during the condensation of that. Similarly, melting and freezing, they are also just opposite to each other. So another example is here, this solution of water, and you can write here melting of ice also. Melting of ice. So just try to understand, if ice is, how you will melt the ice? Just remove the ice cube from the freezer and now keep on the table. So from the surrounding it will regain the temperature, it will absorb the heat energy and now it will be melt. So for melting, ice has taken the heat energy from the surrounding, and when same water, means when ice is melted into water, transfer this water to the freezer. So again it will be set into ice, again it will be freeze into ice. So for melting of ice, whatever amount of energy it has absorbed, same amount of energy it will release while freezing. So melting and freezing is just opposite to each other and they are meeting the criteria of physical change. That is why it is also an example of physical change. Another one is dissolution of sugar in water. If sugar pieces are dissolved in the water, then what would be there? Only their shape is changed. They are present in the water. If you crystallize the water, again sugar crystal can be taken out. So no new substance is formed. Only the physical state is changed. It is a temporary change. That is why it can be classified as a physical change. Making chalk from chalk powder. Already I have explained. Now cutting of hair. Now hair time and again is cut and it is grown. So no chemical composition is changed. Only it is a temporary. You cut hair and after 1 month or 2 months again it will be grown. So this is also an example of physical change. Cutting of nail, time and again nail you are cutting. Then what is there? No chemical composition is changed. It is a temporary change. Again nail will grow. No new substance is formed. That is why it is also physical change only. Only physical properties are changed. Size is only changed. Another one is melting of wax. Always remember, burning of candle is an example of chemical change. But melting of wax is an example of physical change. Melting of wax. When candle is burned, then what is there? Candle is made up of wax. So wax is melt, and same wax you can collect and you can make another candle. So melting of wax is an example of physical change. But burning of candle is an example of chemical change. Wherever burning word is there, that word denotes the chemical change. Later on I will explain the chemical change, then you will come to know what is the difference between physical change and chemical change. Right now only we are dealing with the physical change. Now dear cadets, now characteristics of physical change. So what are the characteristics of physical change? Already we have discussed this one. But since it is heading, that is why again I have written here only physical properties are changed, reversible change, temporary change, no new substance is formed, no net change in energy during the course of physical change, no net energy change. Now this point should be explained. Just try to understand. Again I have told you that whatever amount of heat is absorbed during the course of boiling of water, same amount of heat is evolved during the condensation of water vapor. Means no net change in the energy. The amount of heat is absorbed in one process will be equal to the amount of heat evolved to the process opposite of previous one. Means condensation and boiling is opposite to each other. Melting and freezing is opposite to each other. So during the course of physical change, there is no net change in the energy. There is no net change in the energy. These are the characteristics of physical change. In this way, I have completely completed the physical change. Today I am not giving you any question, but revise it. Tomorrow onwards, I will start giving you the questions also. Till today, you can enjoy in terms of this one, what to say, understanding the topics. One more clarification. Don't worry about the animation. There may be problem in the visibility of those animations. So you don't worry, because related of that animation, everything I have explained on the blackboard. For the better understanding, only animation I have included. So if you are not seen that one properly, so no need